Okay, so have you ever found yourself saying, I'm here for you, but like low-key panicking inside? Like, what does that even mean?
Right.
Well, today we're doing a deep dive on that, how to really show up for someone's mental health beyond just like the right words.
It's almost like we've got this toolbox full of good intentions, but maybe we skipped the instruction manual on how to actually use them.
Totally. Which is where our guest comes in, Pantera. He's a Navy vet who's been on both sides of this whole support thing, and his insights are seriously insightful.
What I find so interesting is how he talks about this gap between assuming support exists and people actually feeling supported. Like you'd think in the military where there's so much emphasis on camaraderie, that wouldn't be an issue, right?
You'd think.
Yeah.
But he talks about hitting rank bottom in his 7th year of service, kind of throws a wrench in that whole assumption.
Exactly. And that gets at the heart of stigma, right? It thrives in silence. Paul's story reminds us that even in systems designed for support, people can still be struggling in silence. And that's why I think his practical advice is so valuable. It gives us somewhere to start.
He actually calls stigma a silent killer, which I don't know about you, but I find that kind of chilling, but also so true. It's not enough to just avoid saying the wrong things. We need to actively combat that silence with like real, tangible support. So where does he suggest we begin?
He actually starts with something that seems deceptively simple, active listening.
Okay, but I'm already sensing this isn't just about like nodding politely while someone vents, right?
Definitely not. It's about really reflecting what you hear, validating their feelings without judgment, and like proving you're present in that moment, not just waiting for your turn to talk. It's like, imagine if someone repeated your words back to you, not in a parody way, but like to show they were really trying to get it, to get what you were going through.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that would be huge. So it's not just about hearing, it's about making it clear you understand.
Exactly.
Okay, so active listening check. What else does Paul recommend?
So his next point is about quality time. And I know, like, at first glance, you might be thinking, okay, duh, but he gets at something really important here. Like, it's not just about being in the same room, it's about being truly present.
So like ditch the phone, close the laptop, that kind of present.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Even something as, I don't know, seemingly insignificant as watching a movie together, but like actually watching it, not scrolling through your phone at the same time. That can be so supportive when someone's struggling. It's about shared experiences, even really normal ones, as a way to combat that feeling of isolation.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
I know when I'm feeling down, just having someone there to share, like a pizza in a movie, it makes a world of difference. It's like this unspoken message of, you're not alone in this.
Yes, exactly. And sometimes that shared experience needs to extend to their journey with professional help too. And that's where his next point comes in, engaging with their healthcare providers.
Okay, I can see how that one might feel a little bit, I don't know, tricky, like maybe even a little intrusive.
Uh-huh.
But you're saying you can actually a really supportive thing to do.
It is. It's about like demonstrating this deeper level of commitment to their well-being, going beyond the surface level stuff. It's about saying, how can I help you navigate this? Do you need me to help you remember appointments or want someone to go with you?
It's like saying, I'm here for the long haul, not just for the easy stuff.
Yeah,
I love that.
right.
I know I would feel so much more supported if someone offered that kind of like concrete help.
Absolutely. It's about being proactive and showing you're invested in their recovery journey. But it's not just about practical help. It's also about bolstering their spirit, which is where Paul's next piece of advice comes in: affirmation and remembrance.
Okay, I'll be honest. When I first read that, I was like, whoa, that sounds a little self-helpy. Like, how do we actually put that into practice in a genuine, supportive way? It just, I don't know, feels a little formal. Like, am I supposed to hand them a written list of their best qualities or something?
Yeah, no, not quite. It's less about like a highlight reel and more about those little reminders sprinkled into regular conversation. Because when someone's really struggling, they often forget their own strengths.
Oh, for sure. I know when I'm feeling down, self-criticism city, population.
Exactly. So, you reminding them, hey, remember that project you totally killed it on? You have this incredible resilience. Those little nudges can actually make a world of difference. It's about countering that negative self-talk with genuine, like, I don't know, appreciation for who they are.
It's like saying, hey, I see you, and I remember what you're capable of, even when you don't. Okay, that makes so much more sense now. It's not about, like, cheesy compliments. It's about reminding them of their own inner strength. So what's Paul's final suggestion?
So his last point is about adjusting the pace of life, which, I get it, sounds kind of vague, but it's actually huge. When someone's in recovery, it's not about, pushing them to snap out of it or get back to their old productivity levels overnight.
So it's about encouraging that more like compassionate, go at your own pace approach.
Exactly. It's about understanding that healing isn't linear. It's about saying, hey, it's okay to not be 100% right now. What can we take off your plate? How can we make space for you to heal?
It's about creating that space for
Yeah.
healing without judgment or pressure.
Yes, exactly. And celebrating those small victories along the way. Did they manage to, get out of bed and make breakfast today? Win. Did they engage in a hobby they used to love? Another win.
You're reminding me that recovery is a process, not a destination. And it's going to look different for everyone.
Exactly. And, by embracing these really practical tips, that active listening, quality time, engaging with their healthcare, affirming their strengths, and adjusting the pace, that's how we can create a truly supportive environment for our loved ones to heal and thrive.
This has been such an eye-opening deep dive. I feel like I have a whole new understanding of what it really means to show up for someone who's struggling. So,
Yeah.
listener, as you go about your day, think about the people in your life who might need a little extra support. Remember, even small, consistent acts of kindness can make a world of difference when it comes to mental health. And as Paul reminds us, breaking the silence around mental health starts with each of us.